Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Miami and our celebration of Chalica. Now, Chalica is a uniquely Unitarian Universalist um, celebration, holiday, holy day, um, and it calls us during this month of December, um, starting the first Monday in December, to reflect on our seven principles. Now, I want to share with you as we begin this reflection on the principles, our seven principles, and then myself and other people in the congregation will share some of their thoughts and feelings about each of the principles. So, what we say at the beginning of our seven principles is that we affirm and promote each of these principles. It means we um, affirm them in ourselves and how we live our lives, how we choose to um, integrate them into who we are. And promote is to promote them in the larger world, to in our interactions with other people and how we live, um, in community as a faith community. And so we say we affirm and promote the worth and dignity of the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of one another, and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, the right of conscience, and the use of the democratic process within our congregations and in society at large, the goal of the world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all, and our seventh principle, respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Now, let me talk a little bit more about Chalika, um, and then I'll talk more about the first principle so that we kind of begin this process of reflecting on these principles. So, um, in Chalika, we honor each of these principles, we reflect on them, we think about them, we consider them. Um, in many places, we light candles for them. Um, Here at this congregation, we've set up a Chalika display in our memorial garden area with lights and with each of the principles on signs and with decorations about each of the principles so that people can think more about them. The decorations will elicit um, considerations and thinking and reflection and prayer and meditation about each of the principles so that it's not just the words, but you see some of these decorations that will um, make you think, well, why is that there? Why, how does that reflect on our seven principles or that particular principle? And so you'll have an opportunity to see that and reflect on it as you come to our Chalika display in the Memorial Garden. And this is actually not just one day, it's a series of days. It's the seven principles in 7 days. And we're actually not just looking at the seven principles, we're looking at an eighth principle as well, which is one that's coming before the Unitarian Universalist Association in 2022. And so many congregations are already reflecting on this eighth principle. So let me share that with you. Um, Journeying towards spiritual wholeness by working to build a diverse, multicultural, beloved community by our actions that accountably dismantle racism and other oppressions in ourselves and in our institutions.